the ultimate tank build in collaboration with Aquarium.
When you're a hobbyist and you're tackling your tank build, it's gonna happen. This is my 8th saltwater tank, and it's happened again. That, oh snap moment. Whether you're an experienced builder or an average hobbyist like myself, you're going to run into problems. Don't let anyone tell you different. It's just a matter if you can roll with the punches. And now this is a pretty big punch. It's an uppercut. So what's my problem? Well, my tank is 48 inches. The top of the stand is perfect. It's 48 inches. The inside of my stand is 43 inches. Now, why is that a problem? About a ½ inch of the hybrid overflow comes outside of the molding. So I'm trying to figure out if I can get deep enough in and then completely come to the left with my pipe. If I can save the crown molding, yeah, that's really it. So what are my options here? My options are to get a new stand, which I'm pretty sure the builder probably doesn't want to do. Second option he gave me is that he can build a topper for me, which will come about 4 to 5 inches tall, and he would cut out a box, and then that way I can come over sooner and go straight into the tank. Now, that is a great option. I know from the quality of his work, he can make a box and it would look like it's part of the tank. The only thing is, if the box comes about this high, that's about 5 inches, the tank is going to be this high. And I don't want a high tank again. This was really the perfect height for my 90 gallon, for my family and I. So, the last option is for me to cut that out, which I'm about to do, and see if I can come in close enough to where I can just curve, the plumbing right away, or I may just have to cut out that side and then create something to hide it, which is, for this beautiful stand, you really hate to do something like that. All right, let's see what I can do. I'm going to start things off with my Dremel. A bit of plastic on here. Try to protect the stand. I know you won't even be seeing this part, but such a nice stand. And you know what I should do? I am going to tape these off with painter's tape so I don't scratch the sides with the cords. Yeah, just putting some tape down, painter's tape, so with all this work I'm doing, I don't scratch the edges with the cords or anything. Here, I believe the bulkhead is going to come, well, yeah, about right here. And so I need to cut all that out. All this has to come out. I need to go, I would say maybe about 2 inches down. So I may have to cut the stand all the way down here. You may see that. Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to, I think it's day 3, like officially, of the build, and this may be episode 6 of the series. And sorry, I didn't record everything. Sometimes it's hard to remember to record when you're doing all this stuff. So I'm going to take you through what happened over the last 2 days and where I'm at now. So here's the aquarium. It is up. There's the stand that Glenn made for me. Haven't got any plumbing done yet. I'm just trying to get everything done with the closet. Because of that hole that I dug in there, when I did get the PVC in for the overflow, some of the paint spilled. So I started sanding it. Glenn said he's going to send me the paint. So I'm gonna finish sanding it later. I got even some down there. I was so upset. But I'm just going to sand it, repaint it, and hopefully it will work out. Sometimes those things happen. Worst case scenario is I can put, you know, one of my controllers there and act like, you know, I meant to do it. Alright, so here's the closet. I did, you know, cut out that hole. And you guys finally get to come all the way inside my little workshop. Now, the ceiling in here is not so high. Let me show you guys. Watch your head. Here's where the ceiling's coming. Right there. So, I'm really not sure. Let me put you guys over here so you're not too close to me. Don't be all up in my space, you know what I mean? Alright. There we go. So, I was really thinking my head's cut off. Sorry guys, I know I usually do this a little bit different, but it's going to be real today. So, what I'm thinking is I'm not going to go all the way back there to the space you just seen. I'm going to stop right here where you see I put in this 2x4. You see it? I'm going to stop right there. And I think the main thing I'm going to keep in here, sorry guys, is that monster of a sump. Because I really don't want to be in here that much. The ceilings aren't that high. But to come in here every now and again to maintain my sump, I think it's fine. So the project that I'm doing today, I have to cut some more 2x4s to put up a wall right here. I'm going to close this off. I know it seems like a great waste of space. I can go all the way back there, but I don't really want to be in here that much. So I'm going to put up a wall right here. I'm going to drywall this today. And I think the sump can go right here some way. And I think that's it. To be honest, I really don't know exactly how I want to configure this closet and all the equipment yet. What I do know is that I'm probably going to move the hole. I have to make another hole in the wall. So my hole in the wall right now is below the tank. That's how I had it for my 150. But Ming was over here and he convinced me to cut another hole in my wall so that my plumbing is above the sump level. And then it can just come down once, and that way it will make less noise. While that's probably a good idea, I really don't feel like doing it. I have so many videos to edit. I'm behind on so many of my wedding videos that I'm being a little bit lazy, but you know, I'm gonna take his advice and do it the right way, because it makes no sense for me to have open all that space in there and not do a great job, cut corners and in other ways. So alright, well, let's get back to work. Hey guys, right now I'm at Home Depot picking up some drywall and some more parts for the PVC. Well, I have the sheetrock on top of the car and I am ready to start drywall. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. I was just driving and we had tied all the sheetrock to the top of the car and it all fell off and broke my antenna. And by the time I made the U-turn to come get it, because people wouldn't even stop, so I could sorry about that, so I could, you know, get out and get it. By the time I turned around, I was making a U-turn and come back, all of it was gone, and the antenna. So we're gonna cut it up. I had it cut up now and put it inside the car, but that was a big fail right there. We're gonna try it again. I've gotten a lot done, I think, in the past 3 days. Not as much as I had hoped, because I kind of sat on the tank for a day when I was dealing with the stand and having to cut the hole in it and make it fit the overflow. So, but now here I am with the back room, and you can see 3 days passed because I think in each episode my shirt has changed. So, but yeah, so last night I finished putting up all the drywall. Today, this morning, I did all the, put all the joint compound up. And now I have to sand that and then paint it. Now, I do have some things I need to work out right here. I have to cut off a couple of nails here and here. But this was a lot more narrow, if you guys remember. And so I took these two studs out right here because they were not load bearing. They weren't even touching this right here. And I added some support on the other sides. So but now this is a lot wider. Even though it doesn't have a high ceiling, I'll definitely have enough room in here to work, and I'm pretty happy with the way this is coming out. So like I said, the only thing I have to do now is work out these edges. I just got finished cutting all these out and taking the studs out. And well, it technically, my wedding anniversary, technically it was yesterday, November 1st, and today's November 2nd. Since it's 1:30 in the morning, my wife just went to bed about 30 minutes ago. She's been helping me all day with this build. So what we have done so far is, we've made this little room right now, and what you can't see right now is we've put wood floors down in that room, bamboo floors. And the reason why I went with bamboo floors is, if you see from the rest of my house, we have bamboo floors. They're very eco-friendly because they're so plentiful, because they grow so fast. Sometimes bamboos can grow like a weed, and that's why we like bamboo so much. And it's really good. It's really water resistant. So you spill water on it, you can wipe it right up. I've spilled salt water on these floors, not sure how many times, and they still look great. And so we just took the bamboo floors and just put them in there. So right now I'm going to be sanding, and I want to give a big thanks to, haven't talked about them that much yet, but Coral Reef Junkies. Coral Reef Junkies, I talked about it in the video with them, but they're the ones who sponsored the Reef Savvy tank. So big thanks to them. I did a video of their store. You can check that out right here. Click on the video, check them out. They're in Jacksonville, Florida. Great store, great customer service. Please check them out. Big thanks to Nancy and Peter. Really appreciate you guys. Well, I'm going to get back to sanding. Aquamatic, you see, you got me up all night painting. Now, who said this stuff was free? Huh? I could be asleep right now. Man, I have so many wedding videos to do too. I'm behind on wedding videos. I have about, how many do I have to do? I have 4 or 5 wedding videos I have to edit. Plus all the Reef Palooza footage that I don't get paid for. But I like this channel, man. If I could do this channel full time, and it'd be my job, oh man, that would be awesome. So any YouTuber that can, you know, just do this type of stuff full time, you guys are so lucky. I love making videos for this channel. Now when this video, if it does get popular like some of my other videos, people are going to be like, what the heck is he just literally just painting? Because I'm not going to talk about anything interesting. I'm not. I'm not going to put any cool graphics. I'm just going to paint this, and once I finish painting, I'm going to cut off the camera, and I'm going to go to sleep. Take a shower and go to sleep. Man, I don't mind chatting with you guys, since I'm up anyway. So what do you guys want to know? A recent conversation that I had about LED lights, not about par, but per, P-U-R. I was talking to a couple of people about per, not par, and a lot of LED companies, or some LED companies, are talking about how per is more important than par. And some people called out certain LED companies saying, well, if per is so important, how do you measure per? And the LED company couldn't answer that question. So if any of you guys know if there's an actual way to measure per, P-U-R, let me know. I would love to know what that calculation is. Maybe that rep just didn't know, and maybe there is a way to measure per.
The ultimate tank build in collaboration with Aquarium.